Welcome to another special edition of Paranormal the New Normal. We did this last month into great reviews. So I had this one in the canon for a long time, and I figured it's finally time I fire it out. Because I want to do a very cryptid Christmas bracket. And to do this, I decided to bring some friends. But you all know me. I'm your host, Jeremy. Kind of look like a Bigfoot, that shaved. But besides that, I am here tonight with 5 special guests. We are supposed to have a 6th, but due to family emergencies, he had to back out. Good luck, AJ. But with me tonight, of course, are first things first, Ashley and John from the 3 Haunted podcasts, who were on here last month, and who actually in 11 days I will have their episode releasing, the crossover episode ready with them. So yay.
Since also, it's a cryptid Christmas, should I wear my Freddy Krueger hat? It's green and red.
Yes.
I got my Krampus sweater. It's too hot, though.
Also joining us today for the first time is Scott Hay from my...
Yeah, whoa. Malachi spelled correctly.
Malachi spelled correctly for those on video. From my other podcast I co-host with Scott and Deborah, Global Strangeness. We have Barnaby Jones from Wisconsin Cryptids, Anomalies, and Paranormal Society. What the fuck?
See, I went with the Christmas theme. I even got the lights and the hat going. I was told this was Christmas, so.
Yes, I should have grabbed my goddamn Yeti hat, but
there you go.
But yes, and Barnaby was also a guest on my show a good few months ago. It's been a while. Actually, the episode was released in September, I think, but we recorded it back in June. But yeah,
probably.
It was because I totally forgot what we talked about. I had to listen to it again in order to market it out there. And last but not least, my co-host from Maniacal Music Musings, and he was on the last bracket as well. So Chancy Grife, or as he will be today, as he will be here for color commentary, Jojo, the Circus Boy. Put some ICP in this moment. Put some ICP in the background, note to myself. But
note to self.
But we are here
I have a green sweater on to be festive, but it's hard to see that it's green. It's very Christmassy. I've tried to. Let's see if it goes.
Hey, I'm with you, John. I'm not trying. I feel nah. I'm in a red room. That's the best we got.
Yep.
Red rum.
Red rum.
But yes, we are here to do a cryptid bracket I put together of 34 cryptids. Some you may have heard of, some you probably didn't hear of because we had to Google some of them. But other than that, we're here to talk about it. And the people who are on this panel can vote for these cryptids in any which way they please. There is no qualifications needed for these cryptids. What cryptid you would rather not meet in the forest? Which cryptid you like better? Which cryptid you believe in better? Which cryptid you want to have romantic relationships with? I mean, there are brides of the woods for reasons out there. But so, I mean, you can vote whichever way you like in this bracket. There are no rules. Except we don't say the S word. That's the only rule. But
which S word?
There's lots of those.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
The one that stands for a certain human suit wearer.
Oh,
right.
I'm still lost. Can somebody tell me what that is?
Who wants the curse on him? Well, I'll give you a hint, Scott. There's a certain ranch that won our last bracket that I'm talking about.
Oh, the old
ranch over by my house.
We're talking about
the one right down the street.
The Walker of the Skins.
That's what I thought.
It's the Walker of the Skins.
The Walker of
the many a tale have been told of the Skinwalker.
Oh, he said it. He's banned. Get him out of here.
He's banned.
I'm the idiot. That's what I'm supposed to do. That I'm the idiot circus boy.
They usually die first in the movie. I'm just saying. But so the lineup today, the lineup for the rotation today shall be ladies first and alphabetically. Ashley starting us off, followed by Barnaby, John, Scott, and then myself. And I will say, I am going to make a special Christmas rule as a gift. At any point, any person that wants may throw their vote to Chancy if you can't pick, or if you don't know the two cryptids, you can throw your vote to Chancy and let him have a vote. But that is your choice as we go through this whole 18 matchups. So,
do we each get a save?
Do we each get a what?
Yeah,
save.
Save. You know, if everybody votes off your cryptid, you get to save them.
Yeah. What about phone a friend?
Oh, you get one save. I like the save idea though. You get one save.
Yes.
In the glory of Christmas, I will let that happen. So,
yay!
Like it.
Everybody gets one save if a cryptid they really want to go on loses.
What the?
But you can only use it once. But there's also a Krampus side to this rule. Once you use that rule, the next round you lose your vote to Chancy automatically.
Ooh.
Oh, you gotta sacrifice one vote. Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. I was gonna say thank you, Santa Jeremy, but now you're just a Krampus.
Hey,
I have a quick question. Since they have to forfeit their vote to me, is it like we did last time? Am I not allowed to vote for said cryptid, or can I continue their vote if they go to save it? And then on the next one, when it
Chancy, next matchup you get their vote, not the next round.
Oh, well, either way. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping. I don't see idiot circus boy. See. Emphasis on the idiot.
Chancy.
As you were, buddy. As you were.
Oh, Chancy.
Probably need to take a couple of my turns.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But Ashley gets to start the first one up. And for this one, and remember, folks, these are all randomly generated matchups. I did not plan these in any way. Besides, I chose which ones to split up for play-ins. But besides that, I didn't choose these anyway. So don't blame me. Blame the Wendigo. But the first matchup is going to go to Ashley, and it is the Yowie, our Australian Bigfoot brother over there, versus Ghosts/Spirits.
I'm gonna go with the ghosts. Ghosts/spirits. Can't be part of 3 Haunted, baby, and not go with the ghosts/spirits.
Good promotion. Barnaby, which way you
Well,
want
it wasn't intended that way, but I like it.
Got to stick with the cryptid. Got to go Yowie.
Ooh.
Barnaby is not my future probemate.
The night is young, Ashley. The drinks are being poured still. But John, which way are you going?
Like Ashley said, I gotta stick with the ghost spirits there.
Scott, are you gonna push ghosts? I'm sorry, Malachi.
I gotta go with ghosts.
I feel like I'm the damn children of the corn here, but Malachi.
That's the point.
I know.
Going with ghosts.
All right, so that means that Ghosts and Spirits does get to move on to the next round.
But which one would you have went for, Jeremy?
Barnaby shakes his head.
I would have went for the Yowie because the Yowie is more of a cryptid, and I fucking love Yowies. They're awesome.
See?
But depending on the spirit, there are certain cryptids that cross over to the spirit world. So it could
You could have a ghost Yowie. So
yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well, yeah,
like a Gowie.
Gowie.
Lots of.
I fell down and I got a Gowie the other day.
So, okay, I do have an idiot question though. Like, let's say that Yowie had won, right? And then, like, let's say at some point we end up having like a multiple Sasquatch level 1, like, you know, abominable snowman, shit like that. At what point do we not just say, okay, guys, this is the same thing. Why are we having to go against one another? Unless we're putting it. Let's put some money on it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
there is.
Exactly. It's a fight.
Well, with Yowie out, there's now no chance of that happening. I will say.
But, now look what we've done.
Hello, Heifer and Paranormal. Glad you're watching.
Hello, Heifer.
Hello.
Oh, and somebody's crying because the Yowie's out, I believe. But we do a tear face emoji. But
Barnaby's
at least
crying.
that's what I hope it's for. Oh, no, it's not Barnaby. I saw the name, but speaking of Barnaby,
He's logged into his alt account.
Yeah.
Unless his name is Miss Tabby Letts. I don't think
Maybe
he is.
it is.
All the better to throw you off.
That would be another member of my team. So there you go.
See?
I love it.
Well, Barnaby gets to start this next round out,
There
and
you go.
it
Didn't help me last time.
it's gonna be Mer People versus Thunderbirds.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Thundercats go.
I'll go with Mer People.
Yeah, John, how about you?
Tough choice, but I'm gonna go with Barnaby and say Mer People.
Scott, are Mer People going on, or are you gonna give a vote to Thunderbirds?
You know, I got an EDH deck that's Mer People Infect, so Mer People are going.
Which means Mer People will go on to the next round. But personally, I would have voted for. Thunderbirds only because I love the idea of living dinosaurs, and Thunderbirds basically are the idea of living dinosaurs in the desert, out kind of where Scott lives almost. But so yeah, I would have went for Thunderbirds. But Ashley, which way would you have gone?
Mer People. Because they can go super fantasy, but they can also go really fucking scary. So I like the idea of the Mer People.
Basically American Horror Story versus some certain novels I've read in the past. But yeah, so
This wouldn't be your gnome novels, would it?
there's a lot of them out there. Trust me.
He said, meh.
He's like,
But we'll let John start the next one now, because this next one is actually a hard matchup, I think at least, because it's the Dover Demon versus Mokele Mbembe.
Huh. A little background on both, please.
The Dover Demon is a demon/gray looking creature that was seen in Dover, I believe, Maryland or Delaware in the 60s or 70s. That's not one of those ones I ever knew the dates on, but it was like 50, 60 years ago. And there's only like one night of sightings, but supposedly there's been sightings here and there, and there was a reemergence in like the late 2010s at some point, I think, for a little while. But people don't know what it was. It was like running along the cemetery in the town. But that's why they thought it was a demon, because 60s religion. And Mokele Mbembe is a living dinosaur that supposedly lives in the Congo and has had countless sightings.
Almost looks like the Brontosaurus a little.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It looks like a brontosaurus, but that's not what type of dinosaur they say it is. But I'm not a dinosaur expert. That's my 8-year-old son. I would get him if I wanted to be annoyed. But
let's see. I wouldn't be me if I didn't go with the first one, the demon thing.
All right, Scott, which way you going?
Malachi, come on now.
Malachi.
Yeah, come on.
Who's this Scott guy? Like,
that's what's going on here.
I have
Ghost
seen
in the
multiple people in that African tribe draw the Macaulay and Bembe. I'm going with that one.
Yes, we did. We did an episode on him a while back because it was my pick, and since it's my turn, I'll come out and say Mokele and Bembe is my favorite fucking cryptid ever. Like, I love living dinosaurs, and that one fascinates the living shit out of me. And Parcast actually did a really good mythology episode on it as well. In the month they did cryptids 1 month. It was an awesome episode about kids almost getting eaten by a fucking dinosaur. But Ashley, which way you going? Dover Demon or Mokele and Bembe?
Dover Demon, baby.
Which means it's a tie on Barnaby. So who's going to take it home, Barnaby?
Kelley and Membe.
There we go.
I kind of I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Part of me was hoping that, it would lose, considering, I knew, you can tell right out the gate that it's Jeremy's favorite because he, specifically enunciated almost everything as perfectly as he could. I would have voted. If I was voting, I would have voted against it just on principle. Just listen, you got way too much of that shit correct for it to not be your favorite.
I feel like Jeremy would have used his save to keep it in, though.
Right.
For sure. I would allow it.
Episode we did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we did an episode on it 3 months ago, something like that.
What wasn't it the first thing you actually got to pick?
Or
I guess you
maybe
just picked the living dinosaurs. Okay.
Well, I said Kelley and Bembe and living dinosaurs specifically, but yeah. But moving on, which means Scott gets to start this next one out to see who Kelley and Bembe will face in the next round. And this one, I actually am not sure how this one's going to go, but it's Will the Wisp / Ghost Lights versus our good old buddy Champ.
That would be good to go up against Macaulay and Membe. But can I use my Christmas present and say astronauts?
You don't get to add a new thing into the freaking bracket. Come on now.
Use my Christmas present.
Okay, we're going to go with Lake Champlain.
Gonna go with our good old buddy Champ. And I gotta agree because Champ is just another living dinosaur technically, so I'm going with Champ. And plus, Will the Wisp and Ghost Lights kind of bore me. When those stories come on podcasts, I'm just it's a light in the woods. Come on. I'm come to my house. You can see worse. But Ashley, is Champ going through, or are you going?
Did you ever watch that show So Weird? And they had that whole episode on the Willow of the Wisps, and somehow it had to do with the leprechauns. It made zero sense to me. That's when I hear Willow of the Wisps, that's all I could think of is that guy having an awful accent that you could tell was not his real accent.
Well, I'm sold on the TV show. Where do I find it?
Right.
You never watched So Weird? Oh wow, that was. So weird.
I've heard of it. I never watched it. I've heard of it. But
it was a kid show, but it was about the paranormal and cryptids and all of those things. It was really cool, especially for it not being trendy then. So the fact that it had a whole show about it was pretty cool. I'm gonna go Champ.
Which means Champ goes to the next round.
I know. I totally
Champ
went on
came
a
to
side
bring the
tangent,
pain.
but we'll go to Champ.
That was haha. You thought I was going for this, but Champ. Sorry.
No.
Which means Champ goes to the next round. But Barnaby, which way would you have voted?
Champ.
Ooh. John, are you going to make a sweep for our good buddy Champ, or are you going to give one to the Will?
I think so. Champ is definitely, yeah.
And our first official, what is that, Chancy?
That'd be a sweep, sir. That'd be sweep. Yep. It's a sweep.
Thank you, Jojo. But
get out your brooms, ladies and gentlemen. That's a sweep.
So
just don't get a bucket and a mop. Sorry, bad joke.
So
why do you even bring me on this show, Jeremy?
because my dear, your entertaining is all hell. But we need to get some whiskey in you too. That'd be even more fun. But
Fireball.
I almost bought some of those today, but I had better options like Screwball. Not a sponsor, but you could be. I'll take a pallet.
If I would have known that I wasn't going to be if I would have known I was going to be voting, I actually would have got drunk and just sat here and been like, ah!
Hey, Chancy, it's never too late.
Well, there's always time, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
It's still early.
Go get the shots. Pound it out.
I gotta travel across town, and then I gotta come back, and then there's so much time without me, and then I come back and be like, who the fuck's this guy?
I'm sure you got some paint in your garage. Come on.
I'm like Barnaby, bro. I thought we were friends. What happened?
Well, I'm happy I get to start this next one now. I really am, because, and I'm gonna butcher the other name too, but it's reptilians versus El Wet Rich.
What is that one?
Bless you.
El Wet Rich is a creature that supposedly lived in Germany, and it was like a chicken-like creature with antlers, and it also had scales instead of feathers.
Kind of like a cockatrice.
Is it bigger than a chicken?
It supposedly originated from the crossbreeding of chickens, ducks, and geese with goblins and elves.
See, that's why we shouldn't make turduckens, y'all.
And that's how a party happens, right? That took a special kind of party to make that happen.
Well, I mean, those goblin parties with their freaking mead. Come on now. And also, apparently, this creature also lays eggs because it's part fowl. So it hatches new ones. So I personally am giving my vote to the El Wet Rich, because that is the funniest freaking thing in the world. Like, that whole idea of that creature. Like, it makes me laugh my ass off every time I think about it. That's why I put it in this bracket. So I'm going with the El Wet Rich. My German ancestors are frowning at me right now, but Ashley, which way you going?
Who are they up against? Again? Oh, the reptilians.
They're up against, which we had in our last bracket, and it actually went pretty far in our last bracket.
I'm gonna go with the El Wet Rich.
Can we just say Hillary Clinton for reptilians? Rolls off the tongue.
No comment. But Barnaby, which way you want to go? You gonna make our buddy the El Wet Rich move on?
Yeah, we'll boot him.
All right, so the El Wet Rich moves on, which means I have to keep pronouncing that, which I'm pretty sure is the reason everybody keeps voting it. But
that's the greatest.
I mean, that's pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the chicken thing just so you can try to pronounce it some more. So yeah,
I fucking love this group so much.
Well, the funnier thing is that in my history, at least, the drunker I get, the better I get at pronouncing foreign languages, because I was in the Dominican Republic, and according to myself, I spoke perfect Spanish while I was drunk. But
well, then you're cut off.
Oh, I got walked back to my room by the fucking resort staff. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't even making a scene or anything. I was just fucking Mama Juana. Oof, Mama Juana will make you get drunk fast. But John, which way would you have gone? Is this going to be our second sweep of the night?
Yeah, I would have went with the chicken thing so you could pronounce it.
And actually, I'm sorry. The last vote wasn't John's. The last vote was Scott. Scott, which way would you have gone?
Taking my son duck hunting tomorrow, so I would really like to taste one of these, whatever the hell you said.
Does it taste like chicken? Does it taste like who knows? Like what the hell?
It tastes like elves.
Might have red meat in it. Come on now.
I mean, if it tastes like elves have to taste pretty good because they live forever. So they're always young. But I mean, I don't know. And actually, it's funny because I was thinking the same thing as Scott. I'm like, I wonder what they taste like.
Well, I'll tell you what. If my son shoots one, I'll send you guys all a picture.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So, moving on to the next matchup, and it's back to Ashley to start off. And this is a tough one. I'm already got to tell you, this is a tough one. But it's Bigfoot / Sasquatch versus Shadow People. You're muted.
I don't even know how I did that. This is a cryptids episode, so do shadow people count as cryptids?
They're unexplained creatures, so technically, yes.
Barnaby shook his head. He's like, I'm gonna go with Bigfoot. I mean, you can't. He's like one of the ultimate cryptids. You can't kick him out. At least not this early on.
Yeah, I was gonna say round one. You kick out the king of the cryptids in round one, like that's a fucking travesty right there.
Don't get me wrong,
Challenge
shadow
accepted.
people are
I'm sure.
scary, but this is cryptids, so Bigfoot it is.
And astronauts are king of the cryptids. They get way more publicity.
He's
I don't know.
I mean,
I've seen a lot.
He's not wrong.
I've seen a lot more newspaper articles and news ads about Bigfoot than I've seen about astronauts. Just saying. But
You're not looking, dude.
Barnaby, which way are you going to go?
Do you have to ask?
Bigfoot. Yeah, I know.
he
Yeah,
picks
I know.
shadow people.
He did. I heard him say it. I'm sure.
Yep.
I heard him. He whispered, "I'm betraying my people. I'm going with the shadow."
Well, maybe he wanted to be a Slytherin. Who knows? But
Yeah.
Hey, I was Slytherin.
I would still be a Slytherin too.
Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor.
No, Slytherin all day. I would.
We just don't have any Ravenclaws, right?
Yeah, fuck Ravenclaw. That's like what we can all agree on, huh?
Oh, Chancy's a Ravenclaw. He's like, well,
He's like, screw you guys.
I might actually be from what I read. So like, yeah, I mean, I'll wear it. It's fine. It's fine.
My daughter's a Ravenclaw too, so.
So, John, is Bigfoot moving on, or are you going to go for shadow people?
You know, we did an episode on cryptids, and I heard that Bigfoot has big dreams, and his dream is to go forward. So Bigfoot is going forward. He's got them big dreams.
I mean,
his big feet to take him to his big dreams.
Yes.
I mean, you could say a lot about his big feet, but I mean, I've heard of other things that start with a big D for him as well. But
That was the books you were reading. Now I remember.
That was the book.
It was Bigfoot.
no, I have not, but I actually know they do exist because on the podcast Wild Ones, I think it's called. Oh my god, I just forgot that last minute. But Grover Krantz's niece does it, and she did an interview with a woman who wrote I believe it was a 12-book series about women that live with big feet in a community in the woods, kind of. And it's supposed to be a very adult book. And I've seen reviews online saying, "Oh, me and my husband read this to each other in bed at night. It's so romantic."
It's the
So,
next Twilight. Dun, dun.
A little bit hairier, bigger werewolf, but so yeah. Bigfoot moves on.
I feel like sex with Bigfoot is supposed to be like Fight Club. Like, I don't think they're supposed to talk about it. Take the big D. You don't talk about the big D.
That's fucking awesome. It's like
Yeah.
Fight Club.
And we got a heart for that comment, I'm pretty sure. But so Scott, which way would you have gone, even though Bigfoot's moving on?
I don't know. Does Bigfoot give you prion disease if you were to eat him?
What does he taste
Yeah,
like?
I think he's like kind of like a monkey, right?
You want to know what he
literally just
tastes
vote
like?
on
Go read that
who
book.
tastes better.
I'm gonna have to go with shadow people for that.
I was just saying, you want to know what Bigfoot tastes like? Go
Nope.
read what Jeremy's reading.
Read those
Big-
books? Yeah.
Hey, I did not read it. I just know they exist.
I retract.
Doesn't
my
mean I
first
read
one.
it. And yeah, and all I will say is watch Goldthwait's he did a movie about two kids, about a couple going camping, and it's basically like a found footage film about Bigfoot. I forget what the hell it's called. Bobcat Goldthwait is the one who directed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I remember what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me either.
Is this
But
one
at
you
the-
have to watch on OnlyFans or what?
No,
No, not that kind of movie.
no. Though I
Then
mean,
I
at the
don't
end there
want
is at the end of the movie there is all suddenly a Bride of the Woods just standing there after what happens at the end. But I'm not gonna ruin the movie. So yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
But I'm happy Chef people got a vote by Scott because that means I can vote for Bigfoot, and it means Bigfoot still didn't get a sweep, which I wasn't gonna let it regardless. So Chef people deserve their moment in the sun because they scare the shit out of a lot of people in this world.
I
I
do
did
serve
not
some
expect that.
use.
But that means that Bigfoot will move on to face Eldritch in the next round. But so our German friend might be going on. I might make you say that every time now. Just saying. But,
if shadow people get their time in the sun, do they no longer right? Are they still shadow people?
Technically, it would increase their shadowness.
Or do they have shadows? Like, wow.
The
Ooh,
shadows.
shadow people have shadows.
Oh,
I
that's
mean-
some fucking. That's some Jungian shit right there.
Let me put it this way. I don't know who here has seen the movie Us by Jordan Peele, but I mean, what if those are our shadow people that we're seeing when we're seeing them on the upside when they're walking around the same area as us? What if there really are an underground race of people that are our shadow versions of ourselves?
Well, what if there are people walking around in the fourth dimension and we're just the shadow people of them?
Whoa,
Ooh,
dude.
That
was heavy.
That was as heavy as the bong sound like it came out of. But
Get on that Malachi level, man.
That's
yeah,
right.
Malachi level.
I got some prophetical shit coming down.
It's because he's Malachi. All he had to
Barney
do was
gets to
change
start off
his
this.
name.
Barney gets to start off this next one, and it's an interesting one because it's vampires versus Wolpertingers.
What is it?
That tickles.
What in the sweet holy fuck is a Wumpertinger?
A Wolpertinger is another German cryptid that has the head of a rabbit, the body of a squirrel, the antlers of a deer, and the wings and occasionally the legs of a pheasant.
That
What the
definitely
fuck is
tastes good.
wrong with German people?
That definitely
And that's
tastes good.
another party gone wrong.
Fucking
Or
A,
gone
man.
right.
Or right, depending, yeah.
Gone right.
Oh man,
But
that sounds like
that's-
a very bad.
Can they be
jackalope.
domesticated?
That cryptid is basically the biggest chimera ever. That's all it is. It's like just the most mixed up chimera ever. That's all it is. But I don't know. I have no idea how this one got started. Even it didn't give me an origin story. I don't think we want an origin story for this one. I really don't. But
I
Barbie?
will vote for the chimera rabbit.
Wolpertinger.
yeah, just don't play with your Wolpertinger, my child. But so,
Or
John,
maybe something weird might come out. Dang.
As much as the name makes me laugh every time I hear it, I gotta go with vampires.
Malachi, you going for the vampires or the Wolpertinger?
Well, I want to know what a Wumpertinger tastes like, so I'm going for that.
Well,
Hope
it
I
has,
get one tomorrow.
it has the body of a squirrel, so I'm assuming it tastes like squirrel.
Yeah, but it's got a lot of other good tasting animals in there. So
I mean, if you want to eat a rabbit's head, then yeah, sure. But
can't
I don't
hurt.
know.
Rabbit tastes good. Come on now.
and I don't know. I mean, you'll have pheasant wings and pheasant legs, so you get your poultry in there too. But
Yeah.
I myself will vote for vampires, just to put a tie vote on Ashley, so she has to decide which one moves on.
Oh, you chose the wrong person. Everybody knows about my love and obsession with vampires. I gotta go with vampires, my friend. Vampires. Even though this is
What?
a cryptids episode, you don't tell me, Ashley, pick between vampires and the wolf or bunny thing.
Wolfer bunny thing. Oh, yes.
I'm gonna go with vampires.
I don't know if vampire would taste good. That's like long pig, right?
Yeah, long pork. You got it.
There's only one way to find out, Malachi.
Well, we got one final matchup on the first half of round one, but we're gonna find out one of the competitors right now by doing the first play-in. And John gets to start us out as we have the Flatwoods Monster versus the Lizard Man of Skateboard Swamp.
Somebody didn't get to vote on that one, right?
No, we got 5 votes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's go with the Flatwoods Monster.
Okay, and that would bring it down to Malachi himself.
Okay, what were the two?
The Flatwoods Monster versus the Lizard Man of Skateboard Swamp, which we've talked about on our other show.
Okay, I remember the Lizard Man. What's the other one?
The Flatwoods Monster was an alien, basically, that looks like a triangle head. Well, like a curvy triangle head, kind of.
So, like Silent Hill type?
Right.
Or like a lit, like the candle, like a lit candle, like that shape.
Like wick, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like the wick.
Jim
It's
Carrey
almost-
in like a Christmas Carol. We're going to keep it Christmas and we're going with that one.
Yeah.
Well, I personally have to vote for the Lizard Man because I love the Lizard Man of Skateboard Swamp. Only seen, I believe, once, but still, it's the idea of Lizard Man always has amused me, especially when it's Spider-Man's best villain. But Ashley, which way you going?
Flatwoods Monster. Keeping it Christmassy.
So Flatwoods Monster will move into round 1 now.
It's going to have to win unless you bring some more Christmas monsters in here.
Oh, we'll see how the next round goes. But Barnaby, which way would you have gone?
Lizard Man.
All right, so damn it, Lizard Man could have moved on, but the last matchup.
But you guys, someone can always use a save. Don't forget, you got your save.
Right?
I'm not using my save over the Lizard Man. Come the hell on.
We did the research for that, dude. That was like, we did it during the Frogman episode. That one's
Yeah, it was Lizard.
not
we did Lizard
very
Man Frogman episode.
promising. I'll go with Mr. Flamehead, dude.
Mr. Flamehead,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, that puts the Flatwood Monster into the last matchup of the first half of round 1. And Malachi gets to start this one off as it's the Flatwoods Monster versus Dogmen.
Oh, yeah, Malachi. Flatwoods Monster. Well, I mean, on our podcast, I did all that research, and the Canaanites, it was just, that was a misspelling. I'm going with the Flatwoods Monster, I guess.
Which anybody who knows me, knows my show, knows my vote's going to fucking Dogman. That's my favorite cryptid group out there, 100%. It's just Dogman. Like, the fact that I've had people from the NADP on my podcast, like, has made me very happy. But
Or dinosaurs.
I can't find people that know about dinosaurs, man. Come on. But Ashley, which way you want to go? Dogman
Go
or
with
Flatwoods
the
Monster?
monster. Flatwoods Monster.
Barnaby?
Dogman.
Which means it's a tie going down to John between Dogman and the Flatwoods Monster.
Sorry, we're keeping it Christmas. Flat it is.
Flat it is. Yay, Christmas. I like how the Flatwoods Monster somehow represents Christmas.
Just for the spirit of Christmas, we got to use all our saves for that guy.
Oh my God.
The best cryptid.
Barnaby's like, why are these people on this?
Which means that I get to start off the first matchup of the second half of round 1. And it's going to be the Jersey Devil versus the Owlman.
Owlman?
Yes. The Owlman, everybody knows what the Jersey Devil is, I'm assuming.
Yeah, which one's the Owlman?
The Owlman
Ooh,
is
what are you
from
talking about?
it's from Cornish folklore. And it's sometimes referred to as the Cornish Owlman or the Owlman of Maunan. It's an owl-like humanoid creature said to have been seen in 76 in the village of Marwanan, Cornwall, UK. It's sometimes compared to the Mothman legend from America.
Well,
They do
is the
say though
Jersey
that
Devil, right?
they do say that the Eurasian eagle owl is likely the source of the legend, but Jersey Devil is looks like a dragon basically with weird body parts.
He's still humanoid though, isn't he?
Yeah, he runs on hoofs and has wings. But they're both humanoids, so we actually have two humanoids against each other. That the Jersey Devil has been seen a lot more, though. I will say that, but it is my vote, and I gotta give it to the Owlman just because I like the idea of the Owlman. So, and it's also a villain from Marvel Comics. So hell yeah.
And the Court Owls. Come on now.
Oh yeah, but no, Owlman's the actual villain for I want to say Daredevil. But Ashley, which way are you going?
I'm actually going Owlman.
Ooh. Barnaby, is Owlman moving on, or are you going to give Jersey Devil a vote?
Make the right decision.
I'll go with the Jersey Devil.
John, which way are you going to go? Owlman or the Jersey Devil?
You know, it's funny. We keep saying Owlman, and all I can picture is Owl from Winnie the Pooh, and that just doesn't do anything for me. So Jersey Devil.
You go ahead and look up
well,
a picture of the Owlman. Doesn't look the same.
all right,
I'm sure, but that's where I was going with it.
I just have to say, John, I'm very happy that Winnie the Pooh doesn't do anything for you. Like, that's just a good thing. But Scott, Malachi, whoever you prefer to be called to get your attention.
It looks like I'm the tiebreaker. I'm going Jersey Devil all the way.
You are the tiebreaker, and that does mean that Jersey Devil moves on.
Fucking America!
America!
America! Fuck yeah.
Kanye 2024.
No thanks.
He's got banned off Twitter for a reason. But
Yeah, he's gonna be the next president. Our last president was banned. Come on now.
They're both back on Twitter, so
yeah.
Which means that Ashley gets to decide the next one, and this next one's gonna be fun because it's rakes / pale crawlers versus Wendigo.
I'm gonna go with the Wendigo.
Barnaby, which way are you gonna go? Everybody knows what pale crawlers are, right?
That's a tough one. I go with the Wendigo.
John, which way are you going?
I think I'm going to let Chancy decide this one.
Oh.
Chancy, you get to vote.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my. I'm going to go with the Wendigo.
Yay.
Which means the Wendigo moves on to face the Jersey Devil in the next round. But Jojo, you got a medical gift. But Malachi, which way would you have gone?
I guess I could have done the Wendigo.
Which I am not going to let that be a sweep for the Wendigo. I'm going to give it to the rakes. Even though I do love the Wendigo, in Supernatural and the Wendigo mentioned in the Pet Cemetery book. So, yeah.
Pretty sure I dated a Wendigo.
Knowing you, yeah, most likely.
Oh, shit.
Was it tall, pale, about 7 feet tall with antlers? Because I want to see that. But Barnaby gets to start out the next matchup, and we had the Loveland Frogman versus the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh. Well, we'll start out strong with the Frogman.
John, which way are you going?
You know, I gotta agree. Frogman doesn't get enough love.
Oh, I mean, I've heard stories of rivers full of frogmen, so apparently they do get enough love.
Well, not as much as Nessie. Come on now.
All true. Malachi, is the Loveland Frogman moving on, or is Loch Ness getting a vote?
Hell no, dude. We did the episode. There's no evidence that Frogman's alive. Fucking Loch Ness is out there. It is real. Loch Ness all the way.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no, he says.
Well, as much as I love the Loveland Frogman, I'm going to vote Loch Ness just to make Ashley get a tiebreaker and have to choose.
Don't make the wrong decision.
I don't think I was gonna. I'm going with Nessie.
Which means the Loch Ness Monster moves on to the next round. Bye, Frogman. But I'm pretty
Going
sure
down
Nessie,
in the next round.
I'm pretty sure Nessie would. Nessie
Sound
would
like
eat it.
Donkey
So,
Kong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
well, the next round, which we start out by John.
Yay.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, John, is Alien Big Cats versus, or ABCs versus Dungavenhuta.
Bless you.
I haven't heard either of these. What?
Yeah, I haven't either.
Background on
Well,
this? Oh, Bill
hello.
Clinton's joining
What
the
up?
conversation.
Well, you mentioned
Hey,
Hillary
John
earlier.
Bill. But so alien big cats are basically kind of a cryptid. They're becoming more realistic though, because they are just like when people see a black jaguar in New York or something like that. Like it's just big cats where they shouldn't be.
Okay.
So that's what they are. Dungavenhuta is from American folklore. It's a animal akin to a large crocodilian type animal, and it has no mouth though, so it consumes its prey by pulverizing its victims into a fine powder and snorting them up through its nostrils.
Oh, that's
Hey, man.
fucking.
That's a hard
That's
one.
come straight out of Florida. That fucking. What the fuck?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
does-
we're
Will
going
it-
with
let their
that.
pet go or something
Jesus,
somebody saw in
Harold.
Florida? I got it.
Yep. We're going with the Florida cocaine thing. Yeah.
I'm
The
going with
Florida-
the cocaine crocodile.
Yeah.
It's the cocaine crocodile.
Chancy, it must be the cocaine crocodile rock.
Right? Right?
Oh.
Oh.
I bet you have, John.
I have to read that out loud, but yeah, for those with eyes. So,
Clinton's
Which means
snorted a lot
Mal-
more than that.
Malachi, which way you gonna go? The Dungavenhuta or the ABCs?
Make the right choice. And this is Jeopardy.
Who are we on?
Malachi.
Malachi,
Oh,
Sanchez.
shit.
Got his
Okay,
name.
we can go back to Scott. I don't respond to this Malachi shit.
He said go back to
Um,
Scott.
I lived in Florida last, but I'm gonna have to go with people letting their pets go.
So ABCs it is.
The Jaguar thing.
All right. And personally, I gotta go with the Dungavenhuta because I like saying it. So,
Woohoo.
and who doesn't like going with Hooter? So,
Is that the one I picked?
no, you
No,
picked
you
No,
picked
you
cats.
picked. Yeah, you
ABC
picked the weird
cats.
animals. Not
Weird
the.
cats.
You did not pick the coke croc, bro.
No.
Well,
Well, I
the
lived in
Right.
Florida. Shit can be misconstrued very easily.
Well, put it this way. When I was about 8 or 9, I was driving with my father, and I actually saw a mountain lion tail like going into the bushes in New York, which they weren't supposed to be in New York at that time. They were supposed to be like extinct from New York at that time, basically. And they announced like 20 years later, like, oh yeah, we've been letting all these big cats, rehoming them back into their natural environments in New York and a lot of the northeastern states. So basically, like, cats and dogs were dying and like being eaten in people's yards, and the government just didn't admit they were doing this. So yeah, fun
Who's
stuff.
shocked? Who's shocked there?
That's right.
Nobody, but still. Ashley, are you gonna give alien big cats a fighting chance, or is the Dungavenhuta moving on?
Oh heck no! I'm going with the cocaine crocodile.
Yeah.
Although I did see a really fun film a few years ago that was totally based on the ABCs, but it was in outer space. There was like a planet they landed on.
Nice.
There's killer cat people, basically.
Awesome.
Oh, I think I've seen that. But that means that last vote goes to Barnaby. Is it going to be the Dungavenhuda or the ABCs?
Or
the German Florida snout. Oh my gosh, the crocodile.
Try it again.
The German
Take 3.
Florida cocaine snorting crocodile. There you go.
There we go.
Hey, John Bill Clinton Smith. There was an alligator go in the river I fish in Utah, so it can happen anywhere. I believe you.
Are you based in Utah?
I am.
Ooh, where? If you don't mind me asking.
The Mormon Temple. This is it. You can see it all.
Pretty sure that's not what it looks like.
It just looks a lot. It looks a lot nicer on the outside, you know.
Yeah, we're under construction. The Christmas lights aren't coming out this year.
Which means that Malachi gets to start the next one, aka Scott.
Yeah, you got to keep my name up. I've had too many beers. I'm not going to remember that Malachi shit.
Well, Scott, is it going to be the Black Dog / Hellhound, or is it going to be Goatman / the Poplick Monster?
We just did an episode on Goatman. Poplick Monster. Do the fucking Goatman, I guess. Or you know what? I'm going to let Chancy do my vote while I take a piss.
There you go.
Cool.
You get to vote.
I know, right? Double down. Sweet.
Jojo, you get to hold it for him.
I know, right? I would have to say I'm going to go with the Black Dog.
Haha.
Nice reversal of.
I'm going to go with Goatman because the idea of a Goatman out there like Thomas from Narnia, who is a rapey goat man. But it's the only spit take. But I'm going to go with the Goatman as well because of the history of it back to satyrs in ancient Greece. Like, I think they exist out there somehow. But Ashley, which way are you going to go?
Hellhounds.
But they killed so many people in Supernatural. Barbie, which way are you going to go?
We were just down in Poplick, Kentucky at the Goatman Bridge, so I'm going to vote for the Goatman.
How could you, Barnaby?
Well, I survived, so I got nothing against him.
There you go.
And John says, goats are cute, but Welsh men without birds tend to prefer sheep.
Ew.
All right, then.
That reaction right there was perfect. But which means I get the final vote, and I get to break a tie for once. And I'll get it to Goatman, because Goatman is way more interesting than fucking dogs.
Wait, you didn't know. You voted.
You voted.
You skipped John.
No, you skipped me, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, you skipped me. You fucking up.
But John, which way you want to go? You're the tiebreaker.
No Goatman for me. I've actually think I've had an encounter with the Hellhounds. Was not fun. So yeah, those fuckers are going. They scared me.
Well, that means Hellhounds move on to the next round, and I'm fine with that because I'm pretty sure they're going to lose to whichever one of these they faces.
One of the sneezes.
Hater.
But that means I get to start this one out, and
there you go.
We have Mothman or Mothman, whatever you want to believe, versus Selkies, which if you're not familiar with what a Selkie is, it's basically a seal that can turn into a beautiful woman from, I believe, somewhere in Europe folklore. I forget what I read a book about when I was a kid too. I forget where it took place. It was like
Is it at a bar?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's definitely not the first thing I would think of when I think of a seal, but yeah.
Oh, it turns into a beautiful woman once it sheds its skin when it comes on land. But
do you ever think that people just made it up so they could do naughty things to things they found on the beach? And they're like, no, I swear it was a beautiful woman when I found her. I promise.
Right? I was drunk.
Like,
I mean, I wasn't drunk.
Christopher Columbus might have.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I've tried looking this up before. And I can't find it anywhere. But it's a book I read in like 4th or 5th grade in school, and like it's about a little boy trying to prove that this woman that his older brother met is really a Selkie, a mystical creature that could transform back and forth between a seal and a human. And it was a damn good book, but like I can't figure out where the hell it came from, like what book it was. I Googled it, I can't figure the hell out.
And that started your Bigfoot erotica.
Yeah.
No.
John,
4th grade.
That's
who did we vote for, Chancy?
I voted for the Black Dogs.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
He's like, who did we vote for? Fuck yeah, man.
All right.
I went with the Zepp, man. Went with Led Zeppelin.
And I think to start this out, I'm gonna go with the Selkie because I love the idea of the Mothman. I do, and I believe in it because I actually had someone on my show who had an encounter with it. But
it's a Selkie against a Mothman.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I voted for you last round. You haven't voted yet, so you still gotta go.
Yeah, you go last in this round. So, Ashley, which way are you gonna go?
Mothman.
Barnaby?
That's a tough one, but I'll go with Mothman.
We finally agree, Barnaby. I see light.
Hey, we agreed on one other one.
Yeah, I was gonna say there were a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
John, which way are you going?
Gotta go with the Mothman.
Which means Mothman will move on to face Hellhounds in the next round. But
what have I done?
Malachi, which way will you go?
Well,
Scott.
100% sulky in that case. No
All right,
sweeps.
Well, it really wasn't sweet, but Mothman moves on 3-2. Which means we get down to our final 2 matchups. Plus, still we have one more playing still. But the next matchup is going to Ashley first, and it's Mirrored Men versus Mongolian Deathworm.
Oh shit, that's coming up on our podcast this week.
Yeah, I know.
What? Hold on, I need to ask the Google. It's the Mongolian Deathworm?
Yep. It's basically like Tremor style worms.
No,
Ooh,
they're smaller,
cool.
dude. Come on, I did my research. They spit poison. They're all sorts of magic.
They're all sorts of magic. Huh. Okay. I mean, I love the movie Tremors. So
Don't think of that.
don't think he said don't think of that because they're little, right?
Yeah, they're 2 foot to 7 foot long. So it's
Well, I
either
mean-
that or astronauts. Which
Do we get to play in the astronauts? Let's screw it. Let's go with Mirrorman.
No.
Let's go with Mirrorman.
All right, Mirrored Men gets a vote,
Is that
which
what
means it goes
NASA's
to
calling them?
that's we go on to Barnaby.
We'll go with the death worms.
John, which way are you gonna go? Deathworm or the Mirrored Men?
I don't.
You can always throw a chance of your vote too if you are undecided.
True. No, I think I'm gonna go with Mirrorman.
Which means it
Are
comes
we
down to
are we asking the Mirrorman to change his ways?
Yes.
so
I'm
Scalakai, is it gonna be Mirrored Men or Mongolian Deathworm?
I don't believe in either one of them, but I have seen like movies somewhat towards both of them, and I think I'm going. I mean, Tremors was good, but they're smaller, so I'm gonna have to go Mirror Men.
Which means Mirrored Men moves on. Which
That's a
makes me very
loser in the next round.
Maybe. But yes, I would have gone with Mirrored Men as well, so it would have been 4-1 regardless. Or Mirrored Men would have won regardless, even if I got the tie. But that means Barnaby's gonna start out the last play-in to see which one of these gets going in the last matchup, and it's gonna be Greys versus Skinwalkers. I said it.
You said it.
Oh.
Cursed.
I'll go with the Greys.
Oh, you will, but whether you want to or not.
Yes, that's right.
Anal probe.
John, which way are you going?
I gotta go with the Skinwalkers. Sorry.
Scalakai?
Well, I personally think out of every sun in the sky that we are the only ones in existence. So I'm going to have to go Skinwalker.
Well, I'm going to go Greys just to make Ashley have a tiebreaker and have to choose.
You know I was going to go with Skinwalkers.
I was gonna say that's just another bad one right there. Like he
Yeah,
did
you
not
threw me
remember from last time.
another.
Yeah.
Skinwalkers, baby. Skinwalkers.
Well, actually, I didn't throw you anything because I mean, I was going to vote for Greys regardless. So, and even though they wouldn't win, like if I voted for Skinwalker, I would have won. But
True.
Well, realistically, which ones do you guys think are for real? I would have
Honestly,
went. I would have went
both.
Greys on
I was
that.
gonna say honestly, I go both, but yeah.
I
I
mean,
feel like if we had to go for what's real, probably the Greys more. But what I think is scarier and what I would not want to meet in the woods, probably a Skinwalker. So just went with that one.
Cleared that up. I'm tying fishing hooks, talking bullshit. We're doing good.
well, that means that the Schminwalkers goes into the final matchup.
Skinwalkers.
So, and it's going to start with, I believe that starts with, oh yeah, John starts that one off. And it's going to be Chupacabra versus Skinwalkers.
Oh.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Chupacabra versus Shin Stalkers.
Shin stalkers. Schmim.
I'm the only one that lives by him. Come on, say the friggin' name.
Right. I know this is probably not going to continue on after this, but I'm still going with Skinwalkers.
Hey, don't count your chickens just yet, especially with these two cryptids in the area. But
Fuck.
Scalakai, which way are you going?
I think the Chupacabra is just a misunderstood animal. I think it is real.
Most of these are misunderstood animals, but yes.
It's just a misunderstood. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that has that Chupacabra on the front and then on the back, misunderstood animal.
So you're going with Chupacabra there, Scott, or?
Absolutely.
All right. I am going to give mine on this one to Chancy. I'm going to give it to you. Buddy.
Skinwalker!
Woo!
Wouldn't expect any less from a person that let the moon landing conspiracy die.
I just gave up on looking into it, really, more than anything. Like the thing that sold me the most. You gotta cut me at least a little bit of slack. The biggest selling
about the
point.
tape they got rid of, right?
I know. Yeah. The telemetry data. That's what sold me. I was like, you mean to tell me? That's like, dude, that's like somebody accidentally setting the fucking the blueprints for the great.
Not accidentally, purposefully.
Valid. But that's like the greatest thing known to mankind. It was like, oh, whoops, my bad, bro. I don't know. We Debbie Does Dallas came on TV. We had to tape something.
Yeah, like what did they rewrite over that shit with?
Right.
Like, that would be nice to know.
Which means that it goes down to Ashley. Is it going to be Chupacabra or Skinwalkers?
I don't think did Barnaby vote?
I'm
He goes
after
after
you.
you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with Chupacabra. But the way he made it sound, he's like, and well, now that leaves it to Ashley. And I'm like, wait, I think there was
Well,
more
'cause-
than
There was a brief intermission there, but
yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna go
which
with
means
Chupacabra.
Barbie gets a tiebreaker between Chupacabra and Skinwalkers. What's gonna move on to round 2?
So I gotta admit that the Chupacabra is one of the first cryptids that I got interested in, and it's my favorite. So it's Chupacabra all the way to the end.
We agree.
All right, which brings us to round 2 now. We've narrowed it down to 16 different cryptids at this point. And that means Scalakai here gets to start out this one.
Calicut.
Yeah, that's right.
Scalakai.
Skalakai.
But it's going to be ghosts/spirits versus mer people.
Oh, ghosts. 100%.
All right, and I'm actually going to give it to the mer people because, I mean, I like the idea of people who don't need to see, and when Atlanta sunk in about 500 years in the future, they'll become the Atlanteans. They'll have a civilization under the sea where they evolved to survive because they made so much cola there.
Did you say 500 years into the future? Because I
Future, yeah.
really gotta
I heard
find
that too. Yeah,
Yeah, he
definitely
did.
heard that too.
But I said Atlantans. I didn't say Atlanteans. I said
Yeah, but where's
Atlanteans.
Atlantis now? Like, I need to
No.
hear whatever you're
It's
listening
going
to.
to
I'm
sink in the future. In
No,
500
no.
years.
like,
Don't worry.
for those who don't know, that's a reference to a Futurama episode
Okay.
about the lost city of Atlanta. But
Atlanta.
because
Atlanta's
Atlanta
a
sinks,
nice place. That's where we record
Because-
Walking Dead. Used to.
Atla-
Sorry.
Atlanta wanted to be a more known city, a bigger deal of a city. So they made themselves get airlifted out to the middle of the ocean to be an island, and then they put a huge statue of Ted Turner on it, and it sank into the ocean. So it's a great Futurama episode for anybody who wants to watch it. But that's why I'm giving it to mer. That's why I'm giving it to mer people. But Ashley, which way are you gonna go? Ghosts/spirits or mer people?
Ghosts.
I'm a ghost.
Shit, let me
Yeah,
try
Age-
that.
Well, she's going with Ghost because AJ ghosted her tonight. But
Oh,
Barnaby, which way you going? Is Ghost moving on, or are you gonna give another one to mer people?
Mer people.
Ooh, which means John gets the tiebreaker between mer people and Ghost.
just
Vote right,
get
John.
the- Get the wrong tiebreakers every time, guys. Sorry, you gotta go ghost.
Thank you.
And my probate did not ghost me.
So we're all
Apparently.
like, in some sort of paranormal podcast off of this show, right?
Well,
No,
Chancy should-
I'm not.
Chancy-
We all
He's like,
lied.
I'm not.
but Chancy is circus folk who can do tarot cards. So
Yeah, so I mean, I am special. I can do stuff.
yes,
Yes,
Jojo,
you can.
you are already special boy, Jojo, and Jesus loves you just as much as everybody else. But
Did anybody else start believing in the paranormal other than something of ghosts in the
Bigfoot,
local
man.
here? So
Bigfoot
you
got
had a
me into it.
Bigfoot? You had a Bigfoot sighting?
No,
I
I didn't have a
no
Bigfoot sighting. I was just saying I believed in the paranormal through something other than like a ghost, I guess you could say.
I mean, I read a book about Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster. That's what got me into it. I didn't care about ghosts until way later. So
Yeah, but you talk about ghosts at your house. Like what got you
now,
into it,
now,
John?
not when I was a kid. My house when I was a kid was a brand new house on untainted land, so there was no issue with ghosts. But no, that's my house now, not my house when I was a kid. But so yeah, I had a book about Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster and living dinosaurs possibly that I found in my elementary school library, and I used to take it out like every fucking day and read it. So yeah, that's what got me into paranormal. But moving on to the next matchup, because Ghost does move on 3-2. And this one gets started by Barnaby. Yeah, Ashley started the next one out, last one out, didn't she? Or am I wrong?
Scott did.
Oh, Scott did. So, I get to start the next one out. Yay! Because it's Mokele Mbembe versus Champ.
Of course it is.
It's a prehistoric matchup. And I am going for Mokele Mbembe just because I'll take a freaking land/water dinosaur versus a water dinosaur. So, Ashley, which way you going?
I'm going to go with Champ.
Barnaby?
Mokele and Membe.
John? You going to tie it up?
Champ, yeah.
Which means it's a tiebreaker for Skalakai between Mokele Mbembe versus Champ.
Sorry to say, man, I think we have discovered less shit in the Congo than we have in California. So I'm going with Mokele Mbembe.
What's in California?
In Lake Champlain in the Shasta Valley, or am I thinking of a different?
It's on the
Lake
border of
Champlain-
Vermont and New York.
Lake Champlain is the one of the Great Lakes.
Which one's the one in? Yeah, because I was thinking of the one in Shasta Valley.
I have no idea. Oh,
I don't know.
Still, no matter what, we're going to Africa.
So Mokele Mbembe moves on and will face Ghost in the next round. But that brings us down to a matchup that everybody's going to love because of the first creature in it. And it's gonna start with Ashley. And it's Eldritch Rich versus Bigfoot.
Eldritch Rich. Hold on, I was just saying it. I gotta look it up again one more time. Visuals.
That's the big chicken thing.
Yeah, that's the big chicken boob thing. Have you seen the sculptures they make?
I did pre-Googling this morning when I was told.
I Googled a bunch of them, but I mixed some of them up in my head. So I have to quick Google it's that one. I'm going to go, it was between that and Bigfoot?
Yep.
I'm going to go with Bigfoot.
Barnaby, which way are you going?
Bigfoot.
John?
I can't let Bigfoot get a sweep. I gotta go with the chicken thing.
I gotta go with the chicken thing.
The chicken boob thing.
Chicken boob thing.
Skalakai. Is it gonna be the Bigfoot or the chicken with antlers?
Bigfoot already won?
Nope.
Okay, we're going Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot now wins. As it damn well should in this one, but I'll throw another vote towards the Eldritch, just so I can say it one last time as it exits.
Well, that ties it up. We need somebody watching to.
No, that's 3-2. Bigfoot won 3-2.
Okay.
But that means we're gonna see who gets the face next, because Barnaby gets to start this one out, and it's vampires versus the Flatwoods Monster.
Well, I guess I'm going to stick with the Christmas theme and keep Flatwoods in it.
John, which way you want to go?
Sorry, Ashley. I gotta keep it Christmas as well.
What are we on again?
Vampires versus the Flatwoods.
Oh, you shit.
Yep. That's why I apologize to you.
Skalakai, which way you going?
Christmas all the way.
Which means Flatwoods goes on, but I'm going to throw vampires a vote. And Ashley, are you going to throw vampires a vote as well, since it doesn't matter?
I'm going to use my Christmas save.
Yeah, she's got a save yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Well,
Nice.
Oh, I never plugged my computer in. That's not.
That means in your next matchup, Chancy gets your vote. But
Yep. You
Which-
take it.
Does he get to vote for astronauts?
no. There are no inserts. There are no inserts, Scott.
Thought this was Christmas.
It's Christmas / Krampus. So, you want to get a whipping or you want to get a present? It's up to you. How the
Well, me was a good time.
What
Both.
happens?
I was
if
gonna
two
say, depending on the
What happens
person,
if
that
two
could be
people
all. That
pull
could be
the same?
one and the same.
Well, it's
But
a
I
big
want to know what
hairy
happens
beast.
if two people pull the same. Like if someone said, "I want the flat, whatever."
Oh yeah.
First person to call it gets it. So,
Gotcha. Sweet vampires, go!
and you're the last
I know
person to
they're
go
gonna.
anyway. So,
I know they're not going to make it to the end, but still, I gotta at least keep them in a little longer.
it might die. It might die in the semifinals here in the next round,
Probably.
or I'm sorry, the quarterfinals. But we'll see. But moving on to the other side of round 2, and this one gets to get started out by John. Is it the Jersey Devil or Wendigo?
Oh,
Going with the devil.
You would, you dirty man.
Running with the devil. Yep. Let's
But
do it.
Scalakai, Jersey
Jersey,
Devil or Wendigo?
all the way.
I am going to throw one to Wendigo because I like Wendigo. And it's also a very good villain for Hulk and Wolverine. But Chancy as Ashley, which way are you going? Make sure you let your hair down.
Jersey Devil.
That's what I heard.
Wendigo.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with the Wendigo.
Which
No,
means
it's
it's
a
a
Jersey Devil.
which means it's a tiebreaker. It's a tiebreaker for Barnaby then. Is it Jersey Devil or Wendigo?
Barnaby, don't do it.
I got a really creepy experience last night out in the woods in the snow, and I'm gonna let that go to the Wendigo then.
Oh, where do you live? Come on now.
Wisconsin. It literally says it behind him.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He's not reading. He's drinking. Come on.
This place. I live this place
I
right
live
here.
there. That one.
Well, I mean, and you guys say it like Wisconsin. Woo! Yeah, that's
I
the
love
show
the-
reference.
I love Wisconsin cheese curds.
Oh,
yeah.
cheese curds. Cheese curds are the fucking bomb. But all right,
Never
and
had
that
occurred.
that
I
means
lived
the
in
next
Minnesota
matchup
for
gets
like a year and a half, and I loved every part of cheese that just came in from Wisconsin.
What is a curd?
when they make the
Wisconsin.
cheese. When they make the cheese, it's the clumps that float to the top
Huh.
that make
Sure.
it not smooth.
He's like, yeah, sure, okay.
I'm sold.
I mean, that's why I was taught it was a long time ago.
They're
but-
little tasty nuggets that you deep fry.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You deep fry them. That
They're,
makes
they're basically cheesy balls.
You can get them where they're not deep fried, but pretty much in Wisconsin you get them deep fried.
okay.
I mean, you can buy them at the store in like a plastic Tupperware container with like just the cheese curds, not fried or anything. But they're good on salad, or if you melt them over like a freaking piece of meat. But
I'm totally
Moving
gonna
to the
eat
next-
deep fried cheese curds on my next salad.
It
That's
counts.
what she said.
It's good. Like it's legit.
Totally healthy then. I got it. It's good.
The lettuce
Which me-
cancels the fried.
Yes.
which means Scalakai gets to start the next round, and it's Loch Ness Monster versus the Dungarvan Hooter.
What was the Dungarvan Hooter?
Oh no, the cocaine
That was a
crocodile.
cocaine
Yeah,
crocodile.
fuck that thing. I was in Florida, Loch Ness.
Cocaine crocodile.
I'm gonna give it
Bath
because
salts don't get to go beyond this. Okay.
I'm gonna give it to a freaking crocodile that crushes its enemies and then inhales them. Like that's some ancient Aztec Mongolian type shit. Like I'm going with that. And plus, who doesn't love a good cocaine crocodile rock? But Ashley, which way you going?
Cocaine crocodile, of course.
Barnaby, which way you going? You gonna tie it up for John, or are you gonna give it to the
Just
cocaine
to make it
crocodile?
interesting, we'll make it Loch Ness.
Which means John gets to choose between Loch Ness or cocaine crocodile. Or
I'd
give
like
it
to
to Nancy.
I'd like to see Nessie on Croak. Just saying. But no, I gotta go with the croc. Sorry, Cokie Croc.
Would she look like a speedboat at that point?
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Actually, if you want to see Nessie on coke, there's a movie out there called, I think it's called Loch Ness, and it's basically just Nessie killing people that are trying to take pictures of it in the woods. So yeah, and apparently Nessie can walk through the woods for a little bit and eat a tortoise and then go back in the water. So
sweet.
I'd buy it.
I will have to find it. Yeah.
Which means the Dungovan Huta wins 3-2, and that means that I get to start the next one off, and it's going to be Hellhounds / Black Dogs versus Mothman. And I'm going with Mothman because fuck those dogs. But Ashley, which way you going?
Well, now out of principle, I got to go with the dogs. Like, it's rude. I'm going with the Hellhounds.
Barnaby, which way you going?
Mothman.
Yeah. John, are you going to make Mothman win, or are you going to go for Hellhound / Black Dogs?
I believe in the Mothman. I believe people have seen him. Again, I got to go personal experience. The Hellhounds, man.
Which means it's a tie for Skalakai.
Mothman. He's going. He's got a better movie.
If Richard Gere says it's true, then it's true. God damn it!
There you go.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gere. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what Julia Roberts said, but okay.
Jesus Christ!
I haven't seen that movie since like 2003.
Well, that movie came out in 1990, so I mean, it's been around for a while.
No.
The Mothman Prophecy?
Oh no! I'm talking
He was talking about Pretty Woman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, Mothman Prophecy came out in like 2003.
Yeah.
Oh, 2000. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes more sense.
But that means that Ashley gets to start off the final match in round 2, as we have Mirrored Men versus Chupacabra.
That's smart.
Barnaby, which way are you going?
Chupacabra.
John, Chupacabra moving on? Or are you going to give Mirrored Men a vote?
Fuck those guys in the mirror, man. They scare me. Chupacabra's going.
And for those who don't know, Mirrored Men are actually a phenomenon that was discovered on Monsters Among Us podcast. Because people started calling in these. Someone called in a call about them seeing them when they were a kid. And then he asked if anybody else ever experienced it to call it in. And all of a sudden there was a flood of calls in about it. Like he had a whole special about Mirrored Men. Like it's creepy as shit every time you hear a story about them.
But do you think people called it in because they wanted to be on the show?
No, they're all too unique. They're all too unique. They're not like the same formula like abduction stories or anything. Like they're all too unique. Like, and they're all different years and different areas of the world. Like it's crazy. Like it's either like a Men in Black / alien thing or it's interdimensional. I don't fucking know. It's just creepy as hell. And the idea of it, like the idea of looking out your window and seeing 3 men walking in perfect unison, and then you lose 8-9 hours of time. That scares the shit. Like losing time scares the shit out of me. Like it's never happened to me, and the idea of it scares the shit out of me. So, I mean, I've lost time, but it's usually due to alcohol and weed more than anything else. But
you drink the family bottle of Robitussin, you're gonna lose some time, my friend.
Oh, I mean,
he would know.
That's all it takes. Shit, let me go get it real quick. Hold up.
I mean, Dexter tripping back in the day. Hell yeah, I might have lost some time doing that too. But which means it goes down to Skalakai, who just he's back. Skalakai, which way you want to go? Mirrored Men or Chupacabra?
Chupacabra all the way, dude. We're talking real, not fiction, right?
I'm giving my vote to Mirrored Men because I'm not letting them get a sweep. So that means Chupacabra will move on though, and now we have our final 8, and it's going to be an interesting quarterfinals, I will say, as Barnaby gets to start this one out. It's Ghosts / Spirits versus Nkole Mbembe.
He's giving his vote to Chancy.
I'm using my save. I'm joking.
I'm gonna go with Kelley and Membe.
Kill Super.
John, which way you going?
I
Just
still
kidding,
gotta stick
Barnaby.
with
I
the
love you.
ghost.
I missed that. I don't know.
I missed that. I just heard I love you. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's all I heard.
When he said that, when he said his choice, I said, "Oh, what a surprise!" Then he said, "Just kidding, Barnaby. I love you."
Hey, I hunt ghosts too. I go out and do all the paranormal investigations. But I mean, when it comes down to it, the spirits and ghosts, unless you're talking about a ghost of a cryptid, we're voting on cryptids here. So
I know. I'm with you. They're not cryptids. I just have to give
That
you
was
grief.
That was a good easy out. I like it.
So, John, which way you going?
Yeah, let's take it with ghosts. Either way. Just because.
He's like, I heard your entire argument, and I said, fuck it.
Your argument means shit to me. I'm joking.
Gallica, which way you going?
I actually strongly believe in both, so I am going to give my second of 3 to Chancy.
It was only one,
shit.
but
Yeah, but we got pee breaks. Chancy's, come on, he's just sitting over there. I know I'm gonna.
I'm
need
having
another
a great
one.
time. What is the options again?
for entertainment purposes, I'm fine with this. But Kelley and Bembe versus ghost/spirits.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Both are good choices. Pick right for us.
It's the dinosaur or the ghost.
Even though you're wearing an Iowa T-shirt.
He lives in Iowa.
Right. I'm going with the living dinosaur, the Kelley and Bembe.
That's our choice right there, Jeremy.
And I am as well, which means Kelley and Bembe moves on to the semifinals.
Is that proof ghosts aren't real?
No.
not at all.
No, not at all. I've heard enough proof of that ghost are real, and I live with it. But I live with it now.
Then
but,
we've all lost our podcasts.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Not
skeptic
me.
on my show. My shit lives
Right.
on, dude.
I speak to more mediums than anything else in this world. So yes, I would lose my podcast if that was true. But or it'd be a lot harder to find guests at least. But Ashley, which way are you gonna go anyway?
Ghosts, baby. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Well, I mean, spectrophilia exists, but just ask
Yeah.
Johnny G. But
I just want to
That-
say this is fun.
yeah,
I enjoy this.
I am trying to think of one of these for every month of the year, but it's getting harder and harder to come up with different topics.
That's what she said.
Clinton kill count.
Oh my god.
Hey, I like that. I love it. I love it.
That's
What are there, like 18 of them? Come on now.
The
which murders
conspiracy
did
of the month bracket.
We'll think. We can workshop that offline, but that means John gets to start with this next one, and it's Bigfoot versus vampires.
Oh man.
Oh, I thought that.
Oh man. Oh man.
This is bullshit. Shuffle.
Oh, and you don't have your save. Ooh.
But you do. Ooh.
But do I go evil or do I?
You have
Vampires.
to deal with me every week.
I know vampires.
He had that thought at the very last second. He goes, vampires. Like,
Yep.
shit, vampires.
Whatever.
Scout guy?
seriously, though. Yeah.
If she'll send me $100 on Venmo right now, I'll give her the save. Bigfoot, right? That was the other one.
Vampires versus Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
All right, and I myself am going for Bigfoot because I mean, I love the idea of the Highgate vampire being real, but I just can't. We did an episode of Vampires 2 a while back, like for Halloween month, but Bigfoot's Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. So no.
How many
Hey,
times?
you know
But
what
is it
America.
Bigfoot?
It's America.
Yeah.
Come on now, it's America.
America.
And Canada, but you know what Bigfoot means. So
And we don't know what
Ashley,
vampires mean.
Apparently not.
Europe. They mean Europe, okay, and a bunch of other weird countries.
Well, everybody knows that Bigfoot means a big something else. But Ashley, which way?
I'm
you
gonna go with
going?
vampires. Big brains.
Which
big
means
dreams.
it's a tie for Barnaby to break up between
boy.
vampires and Bigfoot.
So I said my favorite cryptid was the chupacabra, which is technically a vampire.
Sure
And
is.
I really don't want to see Bigfoot, the cliche, take the entire thing. But I'm going to go with Bigfoot.
Good.
Oh, I thought he was gonna shut it down. I was like, oh,
He wouldn't.
he's upset.
North America. North
He won't.
America all the way.
Which means Bigfoot will move on to face Mokele and Bembe in the semifinals.
That's what you guys did.
Ooh.
Take that.
Well, there are plenty of saves left. I'm just saying.
Because of you, Barnaby, Bigfoot's probably going to
Shush.
win it all. You could have
No,
done the
no,
upset
no.
to kick him out.
Could have had it all.
Which could have, but that means Skalakai starts off the other side of the quarterfinals, as we have the Wendigo versus the Dungavenhuta.
That's the cool Christmas chicken.
No, that's
Damn
the
it.
cocaine. That's the
Yes,
That's the
That's the
cocaine.
The cocaine
Crocodile.
crocodile.
I want that motherfucker to win, dude.
Cocaine crocodile.
I'm all
You're
about
going
the
with
cocaine
whatever the chicken
crocodile.
Nothing
It's
says
a cocaine
Christmas more than a
crocodile
cocaine
without a
crocodile.
mouth. Come on,
Yeah.
give me a break.
I know,
I mean,
right?
I'm going for the Wendigo just to have a little.
There we go.
Got-
Wendigo. That was mine.
Oh, you're going Wendigo too?
Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
that cocaine crocodile.
Well, something had to. But Ashley, which way you going?
Wendigo.
Which means Wendigo moves on to the semifinals.
Boo, I want my
But-
save.
Oh shit!
Wait, what? You're
I
saving
said
what?
save. I'm saving the cocaine crocodile.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
yes, you are my fucking hero, John.
Whoa.
What is the point of this game we're playing? Are we trying to find out like the realest cryptid, or are we just?
I don't even know at this
I'm
point.
just having fun,
And
man.
who
That's
is-
all it
As
is.
I said earlier, you can vote any fucking way your heart desires for any reason your heart desires. I
Well, you
would
wouldn't
not.
let me vote against astronauts. Come on.
God.
He can't help you now. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
God, that's
God-
so awesome.
Oh no! God's not watching this. This is all creatures that God forbade and tried to drown the Great Flood, but they survived somehow. So,
I'm watching.
Why isn't there a
Cocaine.
unicorn in it then?
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah, what
Sure,
the hell?
but-
Why do we have unicorns? That's like a really ultimate cryptid.
Right?
well, technically unicorns are folklore creatures, which I may do a folklore creature bracket at some point. So,
You could do a whole
Yeah,
Fey mythology.
Even with your Asian pick, I found some unicorn folklore in Asia.
yeah, the rhinoceroses. Marco Polo just didn't know how to freaking tell the difference.
Hey, dude, you and Deborah both have to send me over your picks, like just your
I got-
top picks or whatever pick.
You know I do my research tomorrow, almost at like 2 hours before the show.
Well,
so-
try to do it quick. I'm going duck hunting. I got to cut at least one of each of our shit into the thumbnail. So
All right, I'll work on it. But tomorrow morning I shall work on it. Too many peanut butter whiskeys to go on now. But
Can't even say it. That's how many.
exactly, I almost said peanut butter like 5 times. But first things first, Barnaby, which way are you going to go? Wendigo or Dungavenhuta?
We already did this. He saved it.
I saved
He,
it.
he did, but for dexterity purposes, you need to vote.
Oh. Well, I probably would have went with the Wendigo.
Which means the Dungavenhuta would have only got 1 vote from John, but because he saved it, the Dungavenhuta will move on to the semifinals. And I'm actually happy he did because
That's the power of the Home Depot.
We're not talking about the chupacabra yet. But speaking of the chupacabra,
Yeah.
this next matchup gets started by me. And it's Mothman versus Chupacabra.
Oh no.
I'm giving it to Mothman. Ashley, which way you gonna go?
Chupacabra.
Ooh. Which means that Barnaby gets to go next.
Chupacabra.
John, are you gonna go for Mothman or Chupacabra? Going for Mothman would tie it up and make Skalakai make a tiebreaker.
As fun as that would be, Chupacabra's going.
So Chupacabra's going on.
Chupacabra's going on.
Wait, John doesn't get.
Oh, wait, I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh wait, that's a Chancy vote.
That's right.
That's a Chancy vote.
Good call. So there you go.
Oh,
As
thank
much
you.
as I want Chupa through, you know.
Good paying attention. This guy's not drinking.
Right.
We'll call it the Christmas miracle. I will uphold John's vote and put Chupacabra through.
Oh,
There you go.
Which Skalakai, which way would you have voted if it mattered?
dude, I believe in both, but I think the Chupacabra is more realistic.
So Chupacabra would have won regardless, no matter what's going on here. So that means Chupacabra moves on. And
Sorry,
for
Mothman.
these, well, you know, he's got all his moth ladies up there on top of the Sears Tower. He's
And
having fun
beans.
with, so
Not very
All of his
reproductive,
beans.
is he?
I mean, you know, Mothman likes to go to those techno parties and just have his lights going all night, but those raves with the coked out crocodile. But actually, that's not that right there sounds like the combo that made this movie. That right there sounds like the combo that made this movie I watched on Hulu. It's an animated movie called Cryptid Zoo. It's creepy as shit. It's like weird as shit. It's a good movie though. Everybody should watch it. Anybody that's into paranormal should watch it. But that's gonna move us on to the semifinals, and Ashley gets to vote first for this first matchup, and it's Kelley Mbembe versus Bigfoot.
It's hard.
All right, we'll go with Bigfoot. I'm still pissed.
Barnaby.
I said I love Bigfoot, but I just don't want to see him win. We'll go with Kelley and Membe.
Oh yeah, now you do that.
John, which way you going?
I'm going to be a pain in the ass and agree with Barnaby.
Scott?
You got a new
Bigfoot or
co-host, Barnaby.
Okay.
Ouch.
Which way are we going here? Who's in the lead?
Kelley Mbembe is winning 2-1 at this moment.
I hate to do it, but I'm going to go to Bigfoot and leave you with the final vote.
And we all know where that's
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the point there?
Well,
But wait,
I
Barnaby
think-
has to save. Oh.
Astronauts are still on the table.
well, you know, I thank you because you saved me from using my save because I was going to say Kelley Mbembe no matter what and make him move on to the finals.
So Kelley
her.
and
I'm
Bembe
so-
wins. Huh?
I don't know about that. I will say in the finals, there are no saves. Whatever happens, happens.
Oh shit! How far away are we from the finals? I haven't
Like
used
now?
mine.
There's
No.
one more matchup before. There's one more matchup
Okay.
to decide the other side. So,
Cool.
but I think we all know how it's gonna go. I really do. So, but 3-2, Kelley Mbembe moves on, being Bigfoot, to face one of these two competitors, and Barnaby gets to start this one off. It's either Dungavenhuta, the cocaine crocodile, or Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Ah.
Chupacabra.
John?
Like that crocodile, I'm still fighting for some more cocaine crocodile. Just joking.
Skalakai, which way are you going?
We're not letting this fucking dumb crocodile go. Anything but the crocodile. I'm saving my save.
So it's Chupacabra versus the dung.
Yeah, Chupacabra always. 100%.
So, which means it comes down to me, and I'm going to put one to the
Get a
cocaine
vote.
crocodile.
Save.
Hey, wait, I didn't get a vote.
And that means it's a tiebreaker down to Ashley.
Okay. I repeal my save.
Save!
It's a tiebreaker down to Ashley between the Chupacabra and the Dungavanhuta.
We know where I'm going. We got to go with Chupacabra.
Okay, cool.
Damn it.
So we say goodbye to the cocaine crocodile. But he made it
About
to,
goddamn time, dude.
he or she
Goodbye,
made
party
it to
crocodile.
he or she made it to the semifinals at least.
Yes.
So goodbye Slurms McKenzie. And we will move on to the finals, which John gets to start off. And it's going to be Mokele Mbembe versus the Chupacabra.
This is easy.
Chupacabra.
Scott, which way are you going?
I'm going with the dinosaur from the Congo.
As am I, because the Chupacabra is just a weird alien, I think. I don't think it's really a cryptid.
Can
It's just
I
another
see
alien.
what's next? Like before I don't waste my save?
This
After
is the finals.
Okay.
So that means Ashley gets to go next. Is it Chupacabra or Macaulay Mbembe?
Chupacabra.
Which means Barnaby gets the tie-breaking vote in the finals between Macaulay Mbembe and Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Oof.
Way to
Which
pull
means-
through, Barnaby.
I don't feel bad.
I can live with that. I honestly can. Macaulay Mbembe making it to the finals is just enough of a dream for me. So, which means the Chupacabra wins, but we still actually have one more matchup. We have one more matchup to decide who gets third and fourth place, and that one's gonna get started by Scott, and it's either the Dungavanhuta or Bigfoot.
Is the Dungavanhuta the Christmas thing?
It's the
That's
cocaine
a
crocodile.
cocaine crocodile.
Oh yeah, get that.
No,
thing.
it's the
Okay.
Christmas thing. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes, Christmas.
Yeah, that thing the fuck.
John.
Damn
I
it.
was
Right.
trying to trick him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my fault he can't keep them together.
Nonsense.
You going with Bigfoot, Scott? All right. Which means it's my vote, and I'm gonna give one to Dungavanhuta just because he has to have a vote.
Traitor.
Ashley, which way you going?
Traitor.
I'm going to give it to Chancy.
Yes!
Woo.
Cocaine
Oh,
crocodile!
son of a bitch.
Barnaby, which way you going?
What is this for? Third
Third
and
and
fourth
Third
fourth
place.
Third and fourth place.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Which means it's a tiebreaker down to John. So who's getting third place?
Oh, yeah, John!
The
Crocodile.
Dungavanhuta? Oh, Crocodile gets third place.
Woo.
So
Uh,
at the end of the day, we have the Chupacabra winning the day with Mokele Mbembe in second. The Dungavanhuta, aka the Crocodile on coke, rocking it. And in fourth place, we have Bigfoot, which honestly I am happy as hell with the results of this matchup. So
We need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this video. This is nonsense from a bunch of drunk people.
I'm not drunk.
I'm
I'm
not
sober as
drunk.
all hell. I think you.
Why is it
Neither
drunk
am
people always
I.
think everybody else is drunk?
Neither am I.
I mean, I've been drinking 4 or 5 nips now, but I ain't drunk. I just had a lot of soda to go through it with it. But
You're
Have
right.
water.
I'm slightly buzzed. I'm sorry.
What?
yes.
No,
Happening
this has
the other
been
way.
great. This has
I would-
been great.
This was
And this
fun.
one, This will release on Christmas Day. So yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I know what I'm listening to.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That night when everybody's drunk with their family, they listen to this. But
hell yeah.
Merry fucking Christmas. I hope the Yule lads all came for your children.
May Krampus make all your dreams come true.
well, I mean, for those brides of
All
the
your
woods, they're like,
nightmares?
ooh, wintertime Bigfoot, yay!
Happy Hanukkah.
Before we
He's coming to bring the D under the tree.
ooh, you sure you're not drinking, Ashley? You sure about that? But before we say goodbye, Ashley, John, why don't you tell them about your podcast and where they can find it?
Well, we obviously talk paranormal, mythology, all kinds of crazy shit like that. And you can find us at our website at 300podcast.com. Also, we're pretty much on Spotify, Apple Music, all of the fun things, Pandora, YouTube even.
Anywhere you stream podcasts, we're on there.
Yeah. Easy to find.
Not
And-
family friendly for the most part,
No.
so would not encourage listening to it with minors. But yeah, we're fun. We have a good time.
As if anybody listens to this bracket is going to be looking for family friendly, but actually, I take that back because my podcast is family friendly most of the time. I usually actually mark my episodes clean, but it's only certain ones that are explicit. But
Not when you have us on. Come on.
I
You look like
upload
a gay
every single
porn
one and
star.
automatically put explicit. Like I just click
No,
it, even if
I
I
mean-
don't remember, because
Yep.
so, listeners, be sure to check out the crossover between me and Three Haunted. First part's on their episode, and second part's on my episode. It comes out on the 14th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. December 14th.
And so 11 days that'll be dropping. By the time this episode releases to podcasting, it already have dropped a half month ago. But still, be sure to check it out. And Barnaby, tell them about your organization and where they can find your videos and whatnot.
Awesome. Yeah, I am Barnaby Jones, Cryptids, Anomalies, and the Paranormal Society. We're based out of Wisconsin. We do research in cryptids, paranormal, everything under the sun. We have a YouTube series that is all documentaries that come out about every 2 months. We have a show on Paraflix streaming service, and I have 2 podcasts, Whispers from the Dark and Monday Morning Monsters, which is all cryptozoology, and you can find that wherever you find podcasts, or you can go to our website, Wisconsin, spelled out CAPS, wisconsincaps.com.
I like Whispers in the
And-
Dark. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, you do like it, unless you're alone in the house and it comes and you hear that. So yeah.
I was told it was an 80s pop song, or it should have been, I guess.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
I mean, it sounds like a Michael Jackson or Prince song, but
Yeah.
Hey,
But-
man, I like Prince.
Scott, why don't you tell them about Global Strangeness and where they could find it?
You can find me and Jeremy on Global Strangeness, or check me out anywhere on TikTok, The Krampus. And then why don't we have some of these people on our show? We got Pixelated Paranormal coming on. Let's do some Christmas episodes.
Well, we
I'm
can work
down.
that out. We
See,
can work that out.
there we go.
Yeah,
We got a
Barnaby.
lot of shows for fucking Christmas. And 3 Haunted.
I'll add you to the group chat there, Scott, so we can set that up. But Chancy, tell them where they could find you and me sometimes as well.
Well, I can be found on the Bracket Bastards podcast. I can be found within the Book of Faces, the Gram of Insta, and the Talk of Tick. I can also be found upon a glorious podcast, quite affectionately referred to as The Cube, also known as Maniacal Music Musings, with that other guy over yonder. That one.
Yes. Be sure to find us on the Maniacal Music Musings, which we got to get all these people on eventually. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
we are currently booked into February, so we go from
Nice.
we go from not having December fall into being booked 3 months ahead of time because that's just the way life goes. But as Chancy said, you could find both of us on Facebook as Paranormal the New Normal / Maniacal Music Musings Podcast with the S Facebook group. You can find us on Twitter as @JuggaloBastard and the same on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok as @JuggaloBastard Podcast. And you can find us on YouTube as Paranormal the New Normal or Maniacal Music Musings. You can just Google either. And I want to thank all our panelists for being on for another fun bracket episode. And hopefully we'll be back. We'll try to think of more topics to bracket on up there. Like I said, folklore one could be in the works for some point. Maybe spring. Spring seems like a folklore type-y time. I don't know why, but rebirth and all that.
Can I do
we'll
one
see.
more shout out?
Do all shouts you want, Scott.
Okay. You can find me on manstuffingman.com. Type that straight into Google. Life
Merry
is funny.
Christmas.
Have a beer.
I'm
Merry
not putting that in
Christmas.
Google.
Merry
mean-
Christmas, everybody.
You put
This is
that.
fun.
Merry
Put that in Google.
Christmas.
This was
Merry
fun.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. to
Ho,
all
ho, ho.
Merry Christmas.
It was awesome.
you. You can type that in too.
Happy Hanukkah, great Kwanzaa, and all that good shit. So we will catch you all later.